Hi friends, and welcome to a Get It All Done video. I love these because I get to be productive around the house, and you know how much I love that. But also because, and I've been badgering on about this, if you've been on my channel before, I've mentioned this about 100 times, if not more, but we have an extension happening hopefully next month now, but it means that we just need to sort out the garage, need to basically take things out of like a cubby hole, or I call it like the toilet outdoors, like the cistern and stuff, which is a bit random, but you know, like 100 years ago they used to have toilets outside of the house. So basically that's what it is. It's been unused for many years, don't worry, but at the same time we've been piling things in over like on top of the old toilet. So basically I will take you back in time and show you how I actually cleared that out. You'll see that I didn't touch the lawn mowers, but everything else did go, and I actually felt like I achieved a really big thing then as well. So I'll make sure to start there. However, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I do loads of these kinds of videos, clean with me, loads of things about toys and storage and declutters, and basically the list goes on. I also do comedy mum shorts, so make sure basically to have a look at those and have a laugh. But essentially today is a get it all done with me, so I want to clear as much rubbish as I can. I have help coming today, this weekend, to basically put some things up, so like a storage box to help us get things out of the garage. And the reason the garage needs to be mostly empty is because the digger needs to go through. So basically we're doing the most we can whilst it's nice and sunny, warmer degrees temperature, so it's about 16 17 degrees today in the afternoon. Obviously it's still quite chilly in the mornings and evenings, but it's so nice to have the sun out, absolutely. So let me stop rambling. I'll put some fun music on so that you can basically get some stuff done with me as well, so that'll be cool. Thanks for basically hanging out with me, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. I could literally talk through this whole video for about 20 minutes and explain to you each and every single one of these items that we've got randomly in these places. And to start off with, I like a DIY project, so you'll see lots of wood or lots of items that basically seem random, but actually I have an idea for them, and it always starts with an idea, doesn't it? But essentially I've got lots of those things, and I can't wait to put them into my storage box outdoors, which you'll see later on in the video. These things are the blue things are like tubes for the trampoline, and my husband actually does put them onto the trampoline, and we end up cleaning it later in the video as well, so you'll see that. But essentially we just want to like clean it up, repair it, so that if at the party, the kids' party, so my son's 5th birthday, they do end up using it, even though we've got a bouncy castle, just so that it's safe and it's still fun for them as well, and clean and tidy basically. But unsurprisingly I did find a spider or two in this place, but basically it was really lethargic and really great to get rid of a lot of these items. It was just so needed to put them away, to throw things that we don't need, to give away things that we're not going to use anymore. But essentially in terms of that storage box, so that I bought from Amazon, and I'll make sure to link that down below, you'll see that I added I bought some shelving for it. I take zero responsibility for actually putting it together because it was my brother-in-law, which you'll see later. But basically it was just so good to have that storage box because most of my gardening things go in there. So it's great to have one central place for all the gardening bits that I want to do. But as I do clear this space up, it's I do often wonder, like, why am I even cleaning it up? Because I do end up like sweeping it up and making it a little bit tidier and less dusty. But like, why am I doing it if the building works are going to start and actually going to break these walls down soon? But hey ho, I did it. I also found a bonus lounger or two, basically, that we could use during the summer. Eventually, once everything is done, I've bought some new cushion pads for those, so it should be really good to do that. It took me a while to actually work out how to open it because I've not seen it for like 3 years since we've moved from the old house. So that's how long I've had them actually in storage and forgotten about them, basically. But eventually I do open it up. I have a little lie down as a like 5-minute rest, which was really lovely. But yeah, once the cushions are here, it's going to be super nice to actually use them. So here we go. Let's clean this space up and I'll catch you guys in a sec. I tackle a couple of the bushes in the back left, and I decided to actually sort out my mint. So this mint is really hardy. It did come back last year after looking that poor, so I'm hoping it'll come back this year as well. And now I'm planting a raspberry bush, which I should have done last year, but I didn't have the capacity, or it started raining, it got cold, so basically it was too late. So it's nice to do this in the spring, and I really do hope that it's still alive and it does come back, even though it's been outside in the freezing cold temperatures. But apparently it's hardy, so fingers crossed. I'll give it a go anyway. I do have another raspberry bush that I do want to plant like at some point as well, so fingers crossed they do come back. And basically visit this video when I do actually do a gardening video for you guys as well. So on the side of me there are tomato planters, which you'll see me move later on too. So I am hoping to actually start the gardening season with doing some tomatoes, which last year was super awesome because Grandad helped us get so many, and it really worked out because actually most of my produce, or the seedlings that I grew, ended up being eaten by slugs. So give me all your tips about slugs. I really feel terrible for getting rid of them. I want a more humane way of doing it. Last year I ended up basically collecting them all in a bucket, taking them to the forest and letting them all loose. But as soon as I told my dad-in-law that, he was horrified, because he was like, they'll make their way back into our gardens. So I don't know, I just don't feel right killing them at the same time. So give me some tips and tricks if you are a gardener. So here, this furniture, it was basically donated to us by family members. Really grateful to have been using it for 5-6 years now, but I think it is basically their last year with us. Once I used it up or once we use it for the party, I think that's it. They're really high maintenance because I have to basically spray paint them every year, because I just wanted the brown color. So if it's not right for us, it's a shame, because they're so comfortable, especially when we put the cushions on them. But yeah, basically I think this is the last year for them, and then we'll get something that's a little bit less high maintenance. So I'm cleaning them up so that we can use them. And you would have seen some self-explanatory bits earlier on as well. I've cleaned the Sandpit, which I don't know whether to use for the party or just to store away whilst all the extension stuff happens. I think the thing is that we've got the party, and then a few weeks later the extension starts. So basically it's a mission that's twofold at the moment, and that's why we're busy bees trying to sort everything out. So this is the part where my brother-in-law joins us, and I am so grateful that he was able to help us on this day. Not only was he able to do this DIY job, but he helped around the house as well. So that was super awesome, and I am so thankful. He said he's literally done a few of these, so he was like, he knew exactly what to do and how to construct it, how to put it together. So he felt really confident in doing this. So clearly the expert. He even created or fashioned like a bungee jump safety mechanism. So once it's actually put into its place, which you'll see later, there's a safety measure to make sure that the lid doesn't actually topple over onto us, so that we don't get hit by it if it is windy, which is absolutely awesome and so clever. So yeah, I'm so amazed at the great job, and I was so excited to basically fill it up, and I think I will continue filling it up until I've got loads and loads of gardening bits, and I'm super happy with it. I absolutely love this storage box and completely recommend it, especially if you want to put things like tools and lawnmowers into this, which is awesome, such good space. But basically I ended up putting loads of gardening things in it, but also a few random things like tiles and grout in there, because we're not going to be able to use the garage anymore. So I think I'm going to have to fill up more stuff into that storage box actually. With like things that should go into the garage, but at the moment can't go in the garage. Again, the digger needs to go through, so we need to clear a whole load of space out. So basically the plan is to use the capacity as much as possible until finally we do have the garage back, and then basically I will do a reorganization probably in about a year's time, no doubt, but we'll get there when we get there. And I'm just so glad to have an extra space that's like nice and safe and organized. You know how I am, I love a bit of organization. So basically here we're cleaning the trampoline, and I very much recommend, if you've got mold on it, not only to use fairy liquid like my husband actually did the day before, and he did a really good job cleaning most of it, but actually there's still mold on it. So what I did is actually did the bathroom trick. So when I do clean with me, what I do is fill up basically a bucket or something, or like a bath or a sink full of water plus some vinegar, so that you can use that as a cleaning solution. It's basically, you can buy vinegar in bulk on Amazon, which is what I do, and you can just like have a cup of vinegar to like a bucket of water, and it does the trick. I basically use a brush to brush all that mold off as much as possible, and as you can see, my son helped me clean the trampoline. I put it into the sun, or my husband actually moved it into the sun, hoping that it dries and it gets rid of that mold as well. Thank you so much for joining me on this Get It All Done With Me video. It's amazing for me to see how much actually I did get done, and we as a family made progress on, and I'm so grateful that you're with me. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.